Hi everybody, Breaking Ebeez here. Welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to see the start of my Ebeez at War series. This is going to be a whole myriad of games, some of which I know very well, some of which I've never played before in my life, and some of which are so in-depth and quite tactical that I'm likely to royally screw it up. Either way, it should allow you a lot of measure and pleasure. So to kick this series off, I'm going to play my beloved World of Tanks. I say my beloved, it's not my main account because, well, when you install things via Steam, you're not allowed to log into your main accounts. You have to log into Steam created accounts, which is a bit of a shitter. But hopefully this series will give you all a really good idea of just how flexible and good MX Linux is as a gaming platform. So there's the launcher. You see we've got no ability to choose a login. We just have to click play and the game will start up. Now, if I had half a brain, I would be going up the Russian line. As it is, I'm British, I'm a Brit, so I'm going down the British line. And there's only 3 tanks initially I'm going to be playing. The Valentine, the Matilda and the Churchill. Why is that? Well, because I want to max those tanks and those crews out. And that's going to take me as a casual free-to-play player an awful long while. Now, I did release a video on this yesterday as 100% tested and uploaded it. When I did that, it decided to give me, I think it was 27 premium days of premium time. So, for free. So we can't waste that. Normally I have to pay for that. I won't be spending a penny on this or any other game. My main account has so many tanks on it, premium tanks, you name it. But one thing you come to realise with all these online games after a period of time is you can throw as much money as you like at these games. Are you really any better off than a cheapskate who hasn't spent a penny? And the answer is probably no. You're not. Oh my God. All you've done is thrown a load of money at the game. And I'm in a load of trouble here because I haven't changed the audio over. So you've got no in-game sound. Hopefully you will have now. It's that one. Hopefully you've now got game sound. Oh. That's not good, is it? Just saying. Why has it gone to a black blank screen? Because I minimised it. That's not good. Well, that's a great start, isn't it? So let's just come down to World of Tanks and let's stop it and exit it. And then we'll restart it. I forgot it doesn't like being minimised. It goes a bit Pete Tong. So yeah, that's something with all online games that you come to realise. You know, you really get into a game, you sling a load of your hard-earned money at it, and at the end of the day, you don't own any more than somebody who hasn't spent a penny on the game, and actually, you're no better off. So we're old Bedger. Oh, it will allow me to log out, but it won't allow me to log back in on my main account, unfortunately. Although I might try that later just in case I'm wrong. So let's see how we go. This will be a casual series. I will pre-warn you there is likely to be a lot of swearing and cussing in the episodes because the game right from the get-go is stacked against you, especially as a free-to-play player. You are so royally screwed, it's unbelievable. But nevertheless, I do still enjoy playing the game. Even though it drives me insane, even though when I come off it I'm in a state mentally where I want to murder somebody. And it's a free-to-play game if you keep it 100% free and don't spend a penny on it. Well, you can sit there quite smug when you get killed, safe in the knowledge that you haven't spent a freaking penny, unlike the schmuck that's just killed you with a gold round that's costing money. So, you know, points of view, different perspectives, different way of looking at things. Does somebody who's thrown money at the game, are they a better player than me? Nah, bullshit. Does it mean they've got bigger advantages than I have? Oh yeah, absolutely. Are there ways that I can compensate for this? Well, there are to a degree, but there's a limit. There's no doubt about it that this and every other wargaming game is heavily weighted to those who throw money at it. So there's our Matilda. I've literally only just researched it. Here's the Valentine, our beautiful Valentine. Let's get straight in. As you can see, I'm 44% on the crew to training their first skill. We do really need to finish equipping the Matilda. I'm going to go with camo for a start on the Matilda, even though it's a medium tank and it's not really going to benefit that much from camo, but we do only own 2 tanks because up to tier 1 and tier 2 I really didn't want to keep or play. Tiers 3, 4 and 5, 27 days of premium, are about the limit for me. I don't really want to go above tier 5 because I find that the fun factor, and of course that's the reason that you play the game in the first place, drops through the floor. So I will be using the cheapest resources that I possibly can. Sometimes you have to sometimes you have to buy the resources. You just have to. It's as simple as that. But I'm going to be buying the cheapest of the cheap that I possibly can, and we certainly won't be using things like pudding and D to give us an unfair advantage. In terms of equipment, well, we're going to go with improved vents, that's for sure. We'll always put vents on a medium. And we're also going to go for binocular telescopes so that whenever we're stationary we can see a lot further than being blind. Just saying. What else are we going to slap on here? We could put a camo net. We don't need coated optics. We could put a turbocharger on, as the Matilda is a really slow tank, and an enhanced gun lane drive, but we don't really need that. Improved hardening, well, that's shite. So I'm actually going to put a turbocharger as my third bit of kit. In terms of ammo loadout, well, I'm going to drop that by 2 and move that up to 10. I don't want any premium. We're only going to use standard rounds in this tank. And there we go. We're good to play both of them. So let's get into some battles. We'll open up with the Valentine at tier 3. The Matilda is at tier 4. Well, just before we get into the battles, I do need to do quite a lot of researching. We do have some free XP, but I don't really want to use that. And the Churchill, we need 11,500 XP to unlock and buy the Churchill. Once we've got the Churchill, the next one is the Churchill 7, which really isn't that much of an upgrade considering it's gone up a full tier. And then we've got the Black Prince. So before we get into things like the Carnarvon, the Conqueror and the Centurion. Oh, and there's another Conqueror. We don't even get the Centurion. That's obviously on a different line. What's this bloody Centurion? Yeah, it's going to throw premium vehicles in my face. Cavalier, Cromwell. You see, that's a good line to go down with the Cromwell, the Comet and the Centurion for the British. That's a really good line. Whereas the heavy tanks, well, they are what they were in reality. A crock of shit. But hey, you know, look, we're English, we're patriotic, and we're going to go for it. So let's load up the Valentine, let's get straight into a battle, and let's get our arses handed to us on a plate with all the seal clubbers. But what you do tend to find is that, unlike the higher tiers, lower tier battles tend to be a lot more fun and enjoyable, and now and again you will have a really good battle where you come out on top, and it makes all the shit battles worthwhile, kind of. Okay, here we are running on the Planets in glorious proton quality, which actually isn't bad. Change this crosshair at some stage when I get a chance. Oh, I know what that wrong. So what I'm going to do is the Valentine is slower than me getting around in at the bar. I'm going to sit at the back camp with the tank destroyers on the hill and just take pot shots at anything that gets spotted, really. We've got 190 rounds in the tank. So we're just going to fill our boots, literally. Anything that gets spotted is going to get dirt if its silhouette is available, which at the minute it's not.
Guns are not 100% accurate, so shots may not always land in the center of the reticle.
Indeed. Take it we've hit diddly squat at the minute, and that's fine. While it's like this, I'm just going to change that reticle because it is doing heading. The aim point should be fine, and of course I didn't change it on the zoomed in version, did I, chap? Well, I think they've pretty much got that covered. We can probably cover the hill from here. And we've done a little bit of damage, which gives me heart. I do need to change the reticle on it, zoomed in though. Sniper. From A shape to aim point 1. Beautiful, there we go. Now it's a little better for
penetration. A green reticle indicates a high chance of penetrating the enemy's armor.
You sit there, big boy, I'll farm you all day long.
Your gun can only be fired if the circle around the reticle is completely green.
We need to get off of there.
Vehicle module critically damaged. Select a module to repair with the repair kit on the bottom panel.
Yeah. You're in trouble, big boy. Oh, we're getting absolutely ruffle stomped.
The light bulb icon indicates that you have been spotted by enemies. We've lost the track.
Need to.
Track's up.
Oh,
We've
fine.
finished the track. Get going.
Dead. Deaded.
Had it.
Just like that. Deaded.
Your vehicle was destroyed. You can press escape to leave the battle.
Yeah, and we can leave the battle. We did a bit of damage. I enjoyed it. It was fine. I got stuck up on the hill. It's been such a long while since I played it. I couldn't remember how to use my repair kit quickly to repair the track Once you get tracked and locked down, well, you're a sitting duck. Just saying. Okay, so this is going to be painful. I stopped Matilda with the stock gun. This is really going to be painful because we're going up a full tier to tier 4, which means we're going to meet tier 5s. But do you know what? That's okay. I expect nothing but thorough arse kicking in these games, especially while we're grinding and leveling up the tanks. And I've forgotten a lot of the maps as well. Stock Matilda. Oh my lord. Is there artillery? Come on, yeah, there is. Valentine AT. Screw that. I'd love to say the Matilda was in real life an awesome tank and is in World of Tanks an awesome tank. It's not, it's a crock of shit. It was good in the desert in the early part of World War II. I think that's about it. Only because the armour was so thick, a lot of the early Panzers couldn't penetrate it. But the Germans soon figured that out and started deploying their 88mm flat guns, which basically just wrecked any tank that we had got our miserable hands on. So our chaps had a torrid time against the 88 flat guns. In real life, of course. Usually there's a little trade comes round that corner. Not that we're going to be penetrating. Again, we've got a high ammo load, 150 rounds, which means we can fire away with impunity. Usually there are sniper tanks sitting in that building down there. Hello. And we can't pen them, of course. We can't even damage them. All we can hope to do is try and track them. And I hope... There we go. So somebody else is now lit up.
Auto aim enabled. Click the right mouse button to cancel.
And we can't pen him for love nor money.
Auto aim always aims your gun at the center of your targeted vehicle.
And we're not going to be able to pen the further mucker. Because we just don't have the penetration. I don't think we've still done any damage yet. Sure, there's a setting that puts the damage on screen. Battle notifications. Standard, advanced, there we go.
You can scroll the mouse wheel to enter sniper mode.
No, I don't want to desert the battle. Now hopefully we'll get the information on the screen here of any damage that we may do. So, oh, actually did some damage. But it's still not showing us the damage, is it? Where's the hot damn damage display? Battle reports. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Then lav. Standard display all. Battle events. Yeah, that's all in there. We got a map border now as well. Battle reports and missions. Display all. Fire direction indicator. Well, I don't know why that's not displaying, but it should do. I don't want to go back to garage and desert. We're ruffle stomping it so we can move forward now and probably die. But hey, it's what it is. Never a good idea to get separated from the crowd like I'm doing here, because on your own you're vulnerable. When there's lots of tanks to shoot at, there's no guarantee it's going to be you that gets hit. Just saying. Ruffle stomped it. Game's over. All over at the Dover. There we go. Old Badger is the name. There's one tank hiding out somewhere. And it's an M5 Stuart. Some poor sap. And they're at our base, capping. Best of luck with that Stuart. And we're going to cap their base before I can get there. But that's okay, that's going to be victory, that's going to be a 100% win rate. With no damage done. There we go. We won. Yay! We wonded. So that should get us a nice ludge of XP. I don't think we took any damage either, so repairs should be minimal. At least now you know why I love this game, even though it is a sewer. Oh, we got a medal. The hell we got a medal for? I've no idea. 10,000. We could put plus 765 XP. Well, we didn't do a massive amount of damage. But we'll have it, because it all counts towards our Churchill Heavy. And we're not a brilliant player. Oh, we're still in the Tank Academy on this account, which is fine. Okie dokie diddly do. So if we go to Tech Tree, that should have made indents into the Churchill. Actually, we can probably 1275. We don't really want to be using that. Free XP. So we've got a 3-inch howitzer, or a standard 2-pounder, 55 and 121. They've changed the guns on this. We'll be buying that gun there, which is 1,800. So we need to have at least another 1, maybe 2 games before we upgrade the gun. We are going to have to buy the howitzer in order to unlock the better turret. But hey ho, it's what it is. So they're now up to 45%. I still don't know. General graphics, sound controls, reticle, marker. Well, we want all this selected out the box. Apply, enemy team. I'm not really bothered about our team. Destroyed, yeah, we want the vehicle icon on the T. On destroyed enemy vehicles. Battle notifications, advanced. Displaying battle critical hits. Friendly fire. Amount of damage. Yeah. Battle events, that's what it's supposed to do. Oh, look. What you do in wargaming, why are you hiding them? Damage received, that's what we want. Not bothered about a log. Although we could have the log actually. Received damage at the top. Right. Okay, so hopefully that will now work. So let's go ahead and play another battle. Now, as I say, I will be doing quite a few different games in this series. They'll all be war-based games, but they won't all be World War II. Some will be World War I, some will be medieval, some will be Rome, some will even be space fantasy. But anyway, is what it is. But over the whole of the series, hopefully you'll be able to see the reliability and the delightability of MX Linux. Right, I think what that we're on. Maybe a load go down there. Load to the right. We could go for behind the tracks. I'm going to go left. No, I'm not. I'm going to try and get some early shots in Valentine. I've got it some Valentines. There's nobody going right. Which one is that? I don't think there's anyone going left. So we could end up in so bubbling as the Valentine is a very slow tank. I must remember if I get tracked it's 5 and 5 to repair. Valentine's a tough little tank. All the British tanks were well armed. They just had really piss poor shit guns. They were just so undergunned. And it's a shame because had the British have mounted decent guns on these tanks, they'd been pretty formidable. They really would. Oh, we've been scoring some saps back in the garage already. Don't tell me we've killed one of our own Valentines. Panzer III has killed one of our Valentines, I'm guessing. Here we go, here we go.
Penetration.
Here we go, big boy.
Target acquired. Enemy armor is damaged.
And we can use auto aim for this. Should be fine. He's going to try and get round the back. And he's probably firing gold ammo.
Penetration. Enemy armor is hit.
Now you're in trouble, big boy. Oh, it's me that's in trouble by the look of it. Look at that, we've left him on 1 health because of these fucking arseholes in our team with no support. So it's my own fault for coming out here alone. But you'd think the fucking retards would have realised, oh, there's only 1 tank on the right side, we'd better go over there and help out. Well, unfortunately, retards don't think like that. So we'll probably lose that game as well, because we have a load of retards on the team. Including me, by the way, who went out to the right in a Valentine on his own. And it doesn't really matter what tank you're in. If you come up against 2 or 3 adversaries on your own, you're going to get fucking pwned. Be under no illusions. Okay, so next battle in the Matilda, and this is pretty much the whole game. Now, I am not a quickie baby. I will not sit there and think, well, how can I help my team? How can I do this better? How can I be better? I'll just load the game up, play it and fucking enjoy it. And if I get pwned, so what? I get pwned. Who cares? Let me tell you, nobody gives a shit whether I'm 1337 elite and purple or whether I'm redder than the reddest tomato. Nobody cares. It's all about enjoying yourself and having fun. Okay, so this time we're on the opposite side of the map. So I'm going to see. Oh, I'm going to Hetz up. Hetz is going to Hetz. Just saying. If we do okay-ish in this battle, then we can think about upgrading the gun to the much better 2-pounder. Just have to see how it goes. But one thing you don't want to be with any tank is caught out in the open. And you want to make sure you've got a bit of cover to duck behind. So this is where I wanted to go. There's already some chab in there, some crab. And I can see feckle as well. Got him. Didn't mean to. Nick your kill, big boy. Sorry about that. Life in the big city. Some you're going to win, some you're going to lose. What are you got to do to win big? Lose big. What am I doing? Losing big. I don't think there's anything up here, really. It's worth sitting here for. We're winning. We're up 3-0 already. Let's take that truck out. Why? Because I can. We'll see if Chadmo there and his little Panzer III spots anything. He's getting dushed because he's stopped side on. Yep, now he's tracked. He's up against a BT5. This game is 100% pay to win. All you have to do is hit the gold ammo button and you will win. You under no illusions. So always try and face your adversaries head on and on a slight angle. So there's a result from the Valentine. I'm guessing it was a loss before we see it. Are you going to stick it out, big boy? And we're absolutely ruffle stomping them 8-4. You gotta love it. At least at this level you do have a chance of winning, even if your contribution is minimal. And don't feel bad about your contribution being minimal. It will be in a lot of games. It doesn't mean you're a shy player. As long as you're having fun, that is what counts and what matters. As the Hetzer look, the Hetzer's going to Hetz. I still don't think we're going to be able to get inside their base cap before the game's over. Even though we've got a turbo on the tank, it's so slow because it was designed as an infantry tank, and as an infantry tank you don't need a tank to go quick on.
One of the ways to win a battle.
Walking pace.
After the third vehicle,
just about
base capture speed does not increase. Enemy base is almost captured.
Yeah, almost capped. We're done. We won. Haha. Screw you. So these are your typical experiences that you'll have as a noob in World of Tanks. But nevertheless, it's still pretty darn cool. There was another victory. I'm going to tap that 570. I know all the great hoes will be laughing. But nevertheless, down here at the newbie, the shit end of the wedge. Okay, 2,130 we've got. So we're going to unlock that gun. And we're going to buy it, mount it, and we're going to sell the original because there's just no point keeping them. Okay, so now we've got the better gun. We still haven't got the gun that used to be on the Matilda. Meh, it's what it is. So now we've got 300 XP. We need 2,100 to buy that gun, 1,200 to unlock the turret, and then 11,500 to unlock our price tank, which is going to be the tier 5 Churchill. I wonder how that's changed. But having premium, it makes sense because we're earning not only a lot of extra credits, but also a lot of extra XP. Well, that is the original gun that the Matilda came on. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but my god, it can pen most things like a further mucker. It really can. So we're just going to take armor piercing. It doesn't fire high explosive. but it does have 140 rounds, which is really nice. Which means we can spam away and not give a shiny one. We currently have 1.6 million credits in the bank, franc, and our camo is up to 15%. Once that's 100% on all crew members, we can then choose a second skill to put on them all. We do have things like personal reserves. We do have things like I don't know if war bonds are still a thing. Bonus to combat XP, blah 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 blah. Thank you very much. And we've got a load of personal reserves available. We don't need to use them at this low level. We really don't. The turbo is useful. That is useful for spotting. Gives us plus 25. So we've now got a view range of 648. And we can get that up higher with some crew skills and perks. Remember, we're not spending a penny on the game. If we go to the Valentine, I don't think we've got anything to upgrade or reserve. We could go for the Valentine tank destroyer, which leads to the AT2 at tier 5, which is amazing fun because it's pretty much unkillable unless you're spamming gold rounds and you're a few tiers higher. As you can see, the cruisers, well, I really won't bother with the cruisers, but I think I'd rather go for the Cavalier and go down the Cromwell and St. Comet line. The Cromwell's a fantastic tank, the Comet's an even better tank, Centurion's okay. The Cavalier, well, it's a bit shit, but it's 15,000 XP. You can see the XP really ramps up, but nevertheless, if you're only focusing on a single country's tech tree, you should have plenty of resources and be able to grind out plenty of XP. Okay, this video is long enough. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, thumb the videos up or down. Please drop a comment underneath the video as to what your favourite war games are. As I say, I'm going to be playing quite a lot of different war games, so do keep your eye out for updates to the series. Cheers everybody, have a good one. Much love.